Today we're going to look at the barbell squat, the king of leg exercises. We're going to go through the techniques and a few little pointers which are going to enable you to build a big squat, big legs, and do it in the safest possible way. Check it out. All right, we're here at the Doherty's Monolift doing some squats. Luke is using a safety bar, which he does purely because he doesn't have the shoulder mobility to get his hands behind his neck, but it's a perfectly viable form of squatting. Luke, let's do it. There's a few things to look at with a squat. You want to look at mostly where the knees are going. Are the knees traveling in alignment with the toes? Are the knees drifting way too far forward? Now, if you've got perfectly functional knees and you've got hyper flexibility in your ankles, your knees can drift further forward, but most of the experienced guys, you'll notice they keep their knees back from their toes. So it just takes a little bit of stress off the quadricep tendon and the knee joint itself. We want to make sure that Luke's hips are staying perfectly central, which not surprisingly they are. And you want to go down to a nice, good, safe depth. Now again, Luke has a few mobility and structural issues in his hips, so he's only going down to parallel or even slightly above, and at that point you can see his hips just trying to roll underneath. So if he was to go any lower than that, it would mean his lumbar spine would be rounding out and the movement would be unsafe. So this is a really good squat. He's utilizing both quadricep strength and a lot of hip strength, and it's perfect for his structure.
Okay, we're going to do the squat now with Scotty doing it on the traditional Olympic bar. So he's got a fairly low bar placement, a couple of little neck issues, so the bar is sitting a little bit lower. It will mean the force is driving through the hips and through the heels and a bit more center of gravity. So if Scotty starts up, you see he's got a fairly wide stance as he does the squat. Due to his long legs, the wider stance will mean that he gets more hip engagement, a little bit less on the quad. So if we go Scotty, we see he comes down nicely, lots of hip engagement, and then he comes up. Nice tight core, bracing the core as you squat. Driving up, you want to try to really focus on pushing through the heels, keeping the toes flat on the ground, but driving up the power through the heels. We have a nice low bar squat right here. It's going to be the bread and butter of anyone's leg development, is a good free weight squat, just like this.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.
There's no cure for this.